Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut. And yeah, at the end of the last episode, we were approaching this pod. I actually grabbed it. I had to. I also did something else, which you'll see in a minute if it works. But yeah, so last episode we managed to rendezvous. We got into this position where we're going to get on here. Luckily, you have a strut through your head. Is that not painful? Is that? Yeah. So current. Let's do a sit rep. Let's do a sit rep. Oh, we want to take. I've actually transferred the experience. Let's do that. There. Get into there. Board that. Right. Sit rep. We have one crew member left. We've left an engineer just checking out the surface of Tyler. Just looking. I mean, I say we've left her. She's become one with Tyler, I think is the best way to say it. I think she did great service. So this is the maneuver I've actually planned. It wasn't much. I did the ejection burn from Tyler to lower our apoapsis around Joule, and you'll see that it actually came close to, and there's the ejection burn there, came close to the orbit of Val, which is where we need to go. So I basically said, well, let's target Val, and then with a little bit, I think it's taken about 30 meters per second or something like that, just to moving time and things like that, we have got into this potential encounter with Val. Now, it is a 2 minutes 41 burn, so you know what? Probably not going to work. Probably the engines are going to be taking too long and stuff like that, but we know we're getting close to it, and we can maybe refine it once we've got onto that escape trajectory. At least it does take 700 meters per second. That's going to take us down to about 4,000 meters per second. Capturing at Val, I'm looking at about 1,000. That takes us down to 3, and then it starts to get tight, very tight. So we'll have to start deciding what's going to go on now. When the lander goes down to Val, I think it basically uses all of its delta V, but I'm not sure. I don't think that lander is designed to do multiple trips without refueling, and the refueling could be a problem because of, well, what we've got going on here. We may have to move the docking port, but we can't. We don't have an engineer because, of course, engineers are not that important, obviously. There is a thing there, right? So yeah, we had to keep the pilot because there is no control on this. So that's something we've had to do. So let's get ourselves on the node. I mean, the good thing about this is because we've got nice big reaction wheels, we don't have to use RCS to do any of this, which is good. And this thing should be able to dock without a pilot on board. This thing we can fly with the pilot. And I think we're going to be going for it. So let us see. Let's do a little timey-wimey. Will it let us do it? It will. We're good. We're high enough up. That's nice. That's better than what we were when we were coming down. I do wonder whether we should have actually gone into a lower orbit around Tylo to try and do it. Oh, there, low. What's that? Is that? I wonder what you are. What do you think you are? You look lathy, maybe? Possibly. I did put a timer on because... aware of, doing stuff and things. Right, we're going to move forward. We're going to aim to do the burn as good as possible. Fingers crossed we'll be all right. The slightest meter per second difference will actually change this quite significantly. So, yeah, this could be interesting. How are we doing? So, Berlin, you're on your own. I mean, you've been up there for 7 years now. How's it going for you? I mean, do you get to talk to the home much? I mean, have you've got signal at the moment, so that's fine. Do you have jigsaws and things to do? Is that something we've provided you with? I don't know. I don't know if we've provided you with these things. All right, let's get this going. And now, one of the concerns I have is without an engineer, this craft is going to redock to that port, but that means those small ports are going to have a lot of potential torque going through them, and I'm concerned it's going to shear with all his engines on. So we may have to ramp the engines up slowly in the future, or we could maybe auto strut this to that pod there. I'm not sure what we're going to be have to do. This is the advantage is this is potentially the most difficult burn set because it's the biggest next satellite we're going to, and then we've got Bop and Paul. And then we've got Lathe, and yes, we have had a suggestion for a Lathe craft. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not, if I'm honest. There is also the opportunity that we could put Berlin onto Lathe with this. I think this would parachute down. I'm assuming parachutes would work. I could always copy the save and test it on a video, and then you can see if it would work. I don't know. I've never really parachuted onto Lathe thinking about it. In fact, I don't know if I've ever landed anything on Lathe. It's one of those things it's never really been interesting to me. I like the Kerbin system, and then I sort of, lose interest going to the other places. So this is, been an interesting journey for me. I think Elu is a place I've been to a few times. Eve, always landing random stuff on Eve, and Duna, probably not landed as much on Duna as I would like. Moho and Dreza, the sort of the oddities, and then, yeah, Lathe. Right, what are we looking like? Are we actually, we're not actually, we've already put out, I think it takes about 650 or something to get out of the sphere of influence. It might even be more than that. But yeah, it's not an easy one, I'll tell you that. Let's have a look. We could do a little bit of timey-wimey warpy, because we do actually have struts. That's the other thing. Without those struts, we can't timey-wimey warpy at all, ever again, which is going to be problematic. Because oh, there we are. We can start to see that's a big sphere of influence, isn't it? I mean, there we go. And it's coming in, and we're going to bring it down. I'm going to cut the engine, going to go to normal time warp. I'm going to go into full thrust. We're going to bring this down to just, there we go. We're going to bring it down, 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 and right, do I have an encounter? I don't think, oh, I do. Wow, that's actually 0.2 less. How exciting. Right, there we go. Right, can I kill that? There we go. Right, so we are going to be going to Val. We're going to put a maneuver in there. No, I want to come in this way. I don't even know if that's the right direction, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter. We're coming in to Val. What's that node? It's going to be 400. How low am I? I am 28. Is that okay? I think I've got my plans for less than that, but let's get into an orbit and then we'll worry about anything else there. Right. Okay, we are departing Tylo. That's quite a big push actually to get out of Tylo's sphere of influence, isn't it? Let's do that there then. Let's go. Let's go fly a kite. Now, we have that mission at Val, don't we? Where is my mission list? Transmit science from around Val. From space around Val. Good, so we can actually get that done, hopefully. We'll just do it, make it happen, all that sort of stuff. Let's get back to over here. How are we doing? It's a very slow departure, isn't it? Let's just speed that up a bit more. And then we'll slow it down just as we get to the edge of the sphere of influence, which is going to be about there. It's going to be about there now. Right, and then we're going to jump across. And we'll probably lose our maneuver, knowing my luck. There we go. Come on, get across, please. How much longer have we got to be to get across there? Is it? Oh, we're talking seconds. Okay, right, wonderful. And now we're going this way, which is the correct way. That's okay. Warp me to there, please. Right, and then we've got that intersect there, and then that, if we didn't capture, would send us into this here, which would, interestingly, would it cross Bop and Paul? I'm trying to decide which to go for first. I think we go for Paul and then go Bop. Although Bop is the bigger of the two, so I don't know. I would normally like to go for the bigger landings first. Let's go to there. Yeah, sometimes I think it's best to go for your bigger landings first, because then you're using up the fuel that's on the landers. We don't have to cart that around multiple missions, which I'm assuming would, well, I'm assuming it will drag our delta V down over time. So yeah, we want to try and get rid of excess weight, and in my mind, this might not be the most efficient set of orbits though, but I'm sure we've got the mission planners out there that are gonna calculate this for me and be like, yeah, well, actually, you could have saved 700 meters per second if you'd gone at this point in this time in this way, and then, eaten asparagus at that point as well, because asparagus for some reason helps your delta V, obviously. Little joke there if anybody gets that. Right, we're going to warp to there. So this is a 1 minute burn on these engines. You know what? Let's put ourselves in the right position. Let's have a look at Val. How's Val? Where's Val? Is that Val? Are you Val? Are you Val? I thought Val was blue. That's Lathe. You're possibly Tylo. There's Val. Hello, Val. Wow, they are big. That is a picture, isn't it? Yeah, it'd be a pity we don't have Tylo in the same window, actually. That would be perfect. Right. What we can do, because, stuff and things, is we can do a crew report. Transmit that. Thank you. Done. Right, we're also going to do an EVA while we're high up. Right, give me the EVA report. Wonderful. Take that. We're going to store the experiment. Is there anything else you can do? No, you can't. So we're just going to board. Do we have any other science equipment on board? I don't think we do. I think we basically stripped everything, didn't we? Yeah, we went to minimal. Right. That's done. Contract is complete. How much have we got funds wise? We're still not up to zero on the reputation, but we do have quite a lot of science. But that's fine. We don't need the science. We need the money. So we're up to 750,000. Right. Next question. Do we jump and see if there's some missions on Val? Yeah. Let's go and look at Val's missions just in case there's some. Right. So this is probably something I don't need to do, but I am in my mind thinking I'm gonna have to send a mission to Lith. I'd really like it if it was potentially it needs to be a rescue mission because we need to get Val. We need to get Berlin. Almost called her Val. Need to get Berlin back. I would like Berlin to come back to Kerbin. But equally we need to land on Lith as well. We could sacrifice an engineer for Lith, maybe. That would be a thing. Right, have we got, so we need money. I need money. Space around Minimus, space around Moho, surface of Moho. Complete the Eve 3 course. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to take the phone out and look at that. So this is one of the things I was talking previously. There was these missions that are like the Eve 3 course and things like that. And I think we had one in a previous episode. I would love to know if there is a list of them. Because I've like this one here, Ike, Eve, Dres, with a single mission. That's quite an interesting one to maybe have a go at. Build an orbital station, not going to do that, not going to do that. Right, so we don't have anything, is what we're saying. And I'm not going to cancel it because, of course, we lose reputation. That's terrible. We don't get reputation for anything at the moment. Or what I could do is, just because I'm not like I'm killing time or anything. Have we got anything on? No, we don't. I'd like to get my reputation up. How do I get reputation? So, minus reputation, no. Take science from contracts yields from each 1 unit of science. 5% science against field work, 1 reputation for each unit of science. I would like to get some more reputation. It takes 5% funds income, yields 1 reputation for each dinner. I think we're going to do that. How much can I have? What can we go up to? Let's see. Can I go beyond that? I can't go beyond that. Reputation must be at minus or higher to achieve this level. Okay, we'll go for this one then. So takes 15% science from contracts, yields reputation for each unit, takes 20 science from field work, yields 1 reputation for each 20. We need some reputation back. Yeah, there we go. We've spent science to get reputation because that's what we do. Right. We're going to get this craft ready and we're going to put it into orbit around Val. And then once it's in orbit around Val, we are going to land the thing, or bits of it anyway. Let's go. So fly the Senok 1. Is it fitting that the Senok 1 lost its engineer? I mean, to be fair, it's a 3-crew craft and we launched without a scientist, so we would have sent a scientist down. The engineer would have stayed up on top. I think I should have left the engineer down up on orbit. I shouldn't have sent the engineer down, but then potentially we needed the engineer if there was going to be a problem. So, maybe that's my fault. Maybe it isn't. I'm pretty much sure it's my fault, but we'll let that go. Right. Put me into the target. So we're going to, wow, it's going to be quite an interesting flyby if that's our burning point. We're going to be right on it. Okay. What we do want to do is we want to, I can't do that when we're in timey-wimey warp, can we? Okay. Can we slow down at some point? That'd be very cool. Wow, that is quite close. I'm going to be honest with you, that is very close. I'm very tempted to start the engines very soon. In fact, we're going to time warpy because I've just realized that the end of the episode is nigh. That's right, the end of the episode is about to come and it's about 50 seconds away. This burn, if I put it on 4 times, we can do. Right, start the engines now. Fire them. Right, now get the timey-wimey warp up. There we go. I've got 30 seconds, we're at 3 times, and it's going to take a minute. So this should finish early. It should be really early, in fact. Let's just check. Oh yeah, there we go. That's wonderful. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. What was this at? I'm at 28, so we're just going to take it until our epsis starts to go down. Just keep going. And There we go. There. 20. Perfect. Wonderful. There we are. We are now 30 by 20. That is a lovely little orbit. And that's going to be it until the start of the next episode. So from me until next time, have a great one.